Now, as we look at this new talking point that the Republicans have about, oh my God, Obama wants to redistribute the wealth, there's an underlying message there. Because as we've explained, the tax code is all about redistribution. You redistribute to the cops, to the firemen, the teachers, etc., to all of our different priorities. What they're really trying to say is they're taking white folks' money and giving it to the bums. You know who they are. And you heard it in the primaries where Rick Santorum said, look, I don't want black people just taking our money. I want to give them jobs so they can make their own money. And then he claimed he meant blah people. Newt Gingrich was even more direct about it. It's not really subtle. But in case you weren't absolutely clear about it, Pat Buchanan is going to go over the top.
The whole idea, we used to have read FDR about, relief being a narcotic, a subtle destroyer of the human spirit. We got to get off this welfare, is what he said. In that sense, if it's a narcotic, Barack Obama is a drug dealer of welfare. He wants permanent dependency, in my judgment, of all these folks on the federal, somehow getting benefits, and paying no taxes.
A drug dealer of welfare. Gee, I wonder where he's going with that. I can't quite figure it out. As Craig Crawford once said on the Young Turks, that's not a dog whistle anymore. Humans can hear it. Now, on the facts, of course, he's totally wrong. Now, number one, President Obama has had 14.2 million people receive the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, otherwise known as food stamps. Under President Bush, it was 14.7 million. Now, Bush was over a longer period of time, so fair is fair. You got to point that out. Now, the interesting part is, where did the food stamp program take off? Because it has gotten substantially larger. Well, there was a huge extension of it in 2002 under George W. Bush. And actually, the most important event probably was in 2004, where they simplified the program. They took it from coupons and made it a debit card, and you can see the growth begin there. But honestly, what's even more important than that is what happened, of course, in 2008, which was this Great Recession. And in fact, in the last year of the Bush presidency, we added 4.4 million people to the rolls of the recipients of food stamps. And it continued to go up during the Great Recession because of that. So, gee, I wonder who started this. Now, I bring that to you partly because I want to show you that Buchanan's wrong about President Obama doing this more than other presidents or President Bush, but also partly to show you, hey, wait a minute. Why didn't Pat Buchanan call George W. Bush a drug dealer of food stamps when he was extending the program, when he was making it much larger, when it exploded under his watch, 2004 through 2008? Why did that never come up? Gee, is that a coincidence? Of course not, because they're trying to tell you, you know how these drug dealer guys are. They're coming for your money. And that is the message that they are sending that is no longer implicit, but perfectly explicit, trying to get white voters to vote for them. Obviously, specifically, white racist voters. Now, that's a losing strategy in the long run, and I think we've already hit the long run. They've gone to this playbook, as Pat Buchanan once told me on MSNBC, for 40 years. He didn't say racist, he said Southern strategy, and he said we had a good 40-year run. Well, Pat, that run has come to an end. That trick is not going to work anymore. That dog won't hunt. And by the way, even though I had a perfectly pleasant relationship with Pat Buchanan when I was on MSNBC, and he's a very affable guy in person, you got to divorce yourself from your personal relationship and call it what it is. Pat Buchanan is clearly a racist. That was a racist comment, and it is one of dozens that we have covered on this show that Pat Buchanan has done. So enough is enough. Pat, we can hear you.